having like you just get completely quiet while the ball in the air. Then you come down and have like 85,000 people like screaming and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And then like even after I finished playing flag football with 2K2, like that was like some of my best football experiences ever, playing flag football with ZE. You know what I'm saying? We was running people off the field every night. You know, sitting on the bench like by Black, talking and chopping it up late. You know, getting in the arguments on the sidewalk, and do it again the next week. Talking trash to the white boy fraternities and stuff. You know. So those
they had all their people. They had all their people out there too, just to watch them get beat down.
Right. It was domination, like in everything. It was like just great.
Yeah. What about Rote?
All right, so let me tell y'all so how things always happen that are supposed to happen. So for people that don't know, I spent my first 2 years at South Carolina State University. So what happened was, coming out of high school, I was playing around, my grades weren't right, so I can get accepted in USC. Like that crushed my dreams. I always wanted to go to USC. My father went there. That was the college that I was supposed to go to. So I couldn't get in, went to state. Did 2 years in state, got my grades up, and I transferred. I got accepted to USC. That was awesome. I loved it. So the second point to that is when I was at South Carolina State, I kind of wanted to like pledge Kappa, but I didn't really know the people that are around that state. They weren't really into pledging, so I never really tried to shoot with nothing like that. So coming into the University of South Carolina, randomly, I end up roommates off campus with two guys that just were about to pledge Kappa. Like, what are the odds of that? What are the chances of that? My man Christian Lyles, my boy Jamal Woodington. So it was like that was meant to be for me to meet these guys and be roommates with them. Like, these are still some of my best friends to this day that, you know, a couple years after they crossed Kappa, here I come right behind them. These are boys, you are roommates. Now I'm a Kappa. We all Kappas. And to this day, everybody still got that bond. And like I said, we talk all the time. So, like, everything that was supposed to happen, was supposed to be, it happened for me. I went to USC, I pledged Kappa, had a great undergrad experience. No disrespect to South Carolina State University. I had a great time there. I met some great people there. But my undergrad experience at University of South Carolina just totally trumped that. I'm able to come back to the homecoming and see all my old friends and, you know, everybody. And it's just always a great experience. And I can watch my Gamecocks on ESPN, and I can't do that with the Bulldogs of South Carolina State. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to have the alternative app for that. Yeah, you got to have the alternative app. Creek, what you got? Creek still on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I say mine would probably definitely be, it's definitely Kappa related.
And less than after Nita.
There you go.
Go ahead.
So I would say definitely freshman year, sophomore year, but my whole process becoming a Kappa definitely had some great fond memories, and some not so fond memories during the process. But to me, the most memorable was the after and helping create the future lines. That was I felt was pretty important in developing a bond with them, with the future lines as well. So for me, I would say it's just definitely Kappa related. And for all those who went through any process, y'all can remember those unmentioned moments that you go through online. So that would be mine in a nutshell. For the sake of time, I won't go into any stories.
So, man, I got so many fond memories of Carolina. I guess it would start with the freshman year meeting. Really got cool with Lyles and Maul and Skeezy first, and then I stayed at Preston. And Preston is like a lot of weird people live in Preston. Let's just put it that way. And the only reason, this is how I got into Preston, because typically it was like the under college kids that stayed there, and you had to write. When I went on my tour to Carolina, they showed those dorms. I was like, damn, it looked like what's it? Saved by the Bell college years.
Right.
I want to live there. And you had to write a essay or something, or a poem to get in. So truth be told, I don't know if I ever told y'all, but David wrote the poem. So I just used his poem and got up in there. But once I got up in there, I kind of didn't really like it because it wasn't. You had an
acquired taste.
You had to eat. They made you eat together,
right?
And it was just a bunch of weird people. However, we used my room for the turn up room. Then Lyles and Maul stayed in the towers. Lyles, you stayed in Columbia Hall, right?
Yeah, I was in Columbia Hall.
So anyway, that was, and then we didn't tell each other, but we realized that we all wanted to.
Your room was central location,
right across from Russ House.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, then I had a girlfriend my freshman year. I wasted my whole freshman year with that. And then y'all boys as well. Yeah, man, if I'd have known what I know now, Lydia, I would have cheated on you every day weekend. But then for me is when Lyles and I moved in together at Stone Ridge, because it became like the first official unofficial frat house. I mean, we would get home and it would be people in our spot playing video games. We wasn't even there yet. Like
nine rent paying people in our house.
Yep.
Wow. Before us.
I remember like the EBT cards. I mean, we used to have our refrigerator stay with food because I had an EBT card.
We had the red cable. with the scrambler box. We had all the
we had all the pay-per-views, the Las Mujeres, like all of that. And then of course the fraternity. For the fraternity was the pledge process, pledging people. Like to this day, every time we get together, we talk about the pledge process. You can't not help but to laugh.
I got to take mine back. Right. I mean, Student Body President stuff was cool. That was really cool. But in terms of the best, the best memories I had, and my LBs laugh at me when I say this. I had so much fun online.
Yes.
Oh my God, I had so much fun.
We did too, man. Like hindsight 2020. I mean.
My God.
I remember when they sent me and Jamal under 21 to go get a case of beer, and we like, how in the world this gonna work? and no, they sent us to go get a case of beer in a George Foreman grill. How random is that? In the meantime, our DP Virgil is asking them to cook him some chicken. And when you online, if you ever been online, anytime that you get a shot to take a shot at your pro fight, you do it.
Right.
So. When me and Maul get back with the beer, I don't know how we got it. We got back with the beer in George Foreman grill. We hear y'all in there, Lyles. I don't even want to say the song, but the boom boom. I. Okay. Anyway, so they cooking chicken. Virgil bites in the chicken, and like you see the blood dripping from the chicken.
Blood.
So the chicken went done, and they cooked the chicken and went done, and he bit into it, and he was like, "Man, yo!" So obviously we had to pay for that.
That high grease so to be crispy on the outside, raw in the middle.
So that was the last time they asked us to cook for them. But it was like stuff like that. It's just like visceral. Like you can't forget it.
You can't forget it all.
The first
can't forget
the first pajama party at the frat house
wow.
or at EC's house.
Oh, the pajama party.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so.
We don't even need to start talking.
And then going to the tailgate. Y'all remember the tailgate where all I know is me and Ma was walking back to the tailgate, and we used to have this gigantic flag.
Bachelor fight?
Listen. We had this flag that was at least. I mean, it had to have been like 20 feet.
Right.
I mean, we was so we was outrageous. We had Fred, the dude who made our jerseys. We had him make us a flag, and we had a flag pole, and me and Ma walking back from the game, when we see like Rodney swinging the pole like across the fence at somebody, we're like, what in the world going on? And then Carlos Johnson over there like instigating and facilitating the fight. So the dude had thrown ice at Breon Walker.
Oh wow!
So Carlos is like, go get him.
Right.
So every time we would see somebody go close to the fence, they would come back like cut. And it was a white dude, so the white dude was like slashing people with a knife. Right. So Carlos had taught Rodney Hollis to jump over the fence.
Gas to the side of the face with that too.
He cut Ty Barnes.
Ty Barnes.
Yep. I mean, so Carlos was like, y'all go over there. I was like, man, you see everybody. So every time somebody get close to the fence, they come back bleeding. I'm not going over there. So anyhow,
my God.
He taught Rodney Hollis into jumping over the fence and gave him a spatula. And all I remember is like the Matrix. Rodney was like, I mean, he was doing work with a spatula.
Oh my God!
So that homecoming right there probably stands out the most because I can still like visualize it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so many memories, man, from my days, and it's like it was yesterday. That's how you know you had a good time. I can say for me, like 100%, like I experienced everything I thought I was going to experience and more.
Oh, in college?
In college, yeah. Because I didn't know I was the first person in my family to go to the 4-year school.
Right.
And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know none of that. I knew that once I moved there, typically what happens your freshman year, you come home that summer, and then after that, your parents don't see you.
Right. I don't see how people don't go Greek in some way, shape, or form. That completely changed my entire life.
They don't know what they're missing out, yeah.
It changed my entire life. I mean,
what I really don't understand is how you go alumni, unless you were just like majoring in like a medical field or engineering, maybe something that you just really don't have any time to dedicate to it. Like, because the alumni experience is just not the same as the undergrad experience.
Nowhere near. I don't give anybody any passes. We got engineers and doctors in our chapter. You just got to figure it out how to do it.
It was your line. Okay. It was your line. When we took y'all to the field and gave y'all that treat meet. God. We got to tell this story quick because it goes in it. So anyhow, we stayed off Greystone at Stone Ridge Apartments. Right. And right there on Broad River, they had that food line. And it was like 24 hours. So we was like, all right, we got set at night. We're going to take them to the field, whatever.
Right.
So we went in there and we got potted meat, which I don't even know. I still to this day don't know what potted meat is.
I don't know what it is either.
Potted meat and seltzer water. And
meat parts.
It's just like byproducts.
Was good too.
No, that's what I'm going to get to. So anyway, when we ringing it up, the lady at the register, she's like, what y'all about to do? We're like, what y'all about? Because it's like 11 o'clock at night. We buying like potted meat and seltzer water. So we get to the field. We give y'all's own can of potted meat and some sticks to eat it with it.
Right.
And we looking, and Chauncey like licking his fingers. Chauncey like...
That's right.
And we was like, you're not supposed to like this. That's not what's supposed to be happening. Yeah. And he was like, oh, sorry, big brother. I used to eat this when I got home from school. Right. He was like, give me the potted meat.
That's right. Then you gave him Spam. So, I remember this. I was a tray, so I looked over. I was like, this is horrible. They were trying to get the Spam out of the container, and the gel was just hitting Chauncey all in the face.
Ugh.
I was like, and then you guys heard something hitting the trees. Like, what's that hitting the trees? Every time that stuff would pass, I'll spit it out and throw it out of my shirt.
I see.
Yeah.
Then Tig, and we bought them eggs for Tig's in line, and we just
destroy them.
Hey, I told Tig to step out of line and run, and then he rode out, and I was like, all right, okay, I'm not running after you. You just got to come back.
So, crazy question: what was the worst part of being a scroller? For me, sleep deprivation.
The worst part?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The damn onion. To me, it was that damn onion. That stuff started seeping through my pores in class, man. That was
the worst.
That wasn't the worst.
That's the worst that I can remember. Of course, I mean,
your pee would smoke.
I don't think anyone took pleasure in taking wood.
I think it was the sleep deprivation though, because look, Ham and Kendall would keep us up, to talk to us until like 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's very true. Yeah.
And like I would be delirious. I was walking around delirious.
Yeah.
Sleep deprivation. I would say the apple. And then I don't know. That's a great question.
Man, no. I take mine back. Drinking that hot ass vodka. You remember those old economy cups that they sell at Walmart? They're like big, like they might be like 20-ounce cups, plastic. They took some hot Smirnoff or Pop-Off vodka. Like it was the real cheap shit, and it was like warm, like it wasn't even cool. It was warm, and they passed it all the way down. And I had LBs that lied about drinking. D Brown all of a sudden didn't drink. Tyson Ray didn't drink.
Oh wow.
Brian drank. Tim couldn't lie about it. Tavius all of a sudden didn't drink. All these niggas not drinking. So the middle of the line is just taking the heat. So you got me, Carlton. Jermaine, I think Galen, Cal Vester didn't drink.
Oh my god!
So you have it was 16 on my line. So you have half of us drinking this hot ass vodka. I'm talking about hot, like hot, and they filling the cup back up. Y'all gonna go through this. That shit was disgusting. You got him up there delirious, laughing and sweating at the same time. So he's constantly having to smile, wipe himself. That was terrible.
God.
Now I remember that hot vodka. That was the worst. To this day, I still don't really fuck with vodka.
Man,
Might have to edit this might have to edit this entire segment.
Right.